What's the importance of addressing mental health challenges early on?
In a perfect world, I'd say that we should always talk to a counselor or some kind of a mental health practitioner so that we can work out the daily challenges of our lives. But I don't think that's a feasible goal for most people. So, of course, when we look at mental health problems or mental health issues, we can look at it like physical health condition, where it's like if you nip the physical health issue in the bud early and the prognosis is not as bad and you actually have a better chance of surviving it or becoming better. But I think when it comes to mental health, it's not that I don't think it's that linear. I think that there are many different ways that we look at things in terms of mental health issues. For instance, if we look at someone's trauma that they've experienced, is it better to face it, head on, like right after the trauma happened? Perhaps. But maybe some time and some perspective and some space might give them um, other points of view that can help them reconcile some of those things before they get into therapy. So it really depends on the individual and the person. I think mental health is something that is very subjective. What one person might find traumatic, another person might not. In other words, your traumas are not necessarily what I would consider my traumas, and vice versa. And it's also lifestyle. How you live your life. I mean, maybe you live a life that is more conducive to you being more self-sufficient in your mental health. Maybe you practice certain practices like yoga and physical activity and meditation, where you can kind of better regulate your emotion and deal with these issues. Whereas somebody who's under a very stressful situation, maybe they're in an abusive relationship, maybe they're in a really stressful environment at work or at home, they don't have that capacity to work through those things on their own. So for them, kind of getting into a therapy session would be perhaps more advantageous for them.